Hi fans, we're in Tucson, Arizona tonight for Saturday night at Ringside Live. Welcome to our Rwl Sn Rl. Wally Cardill, along with Johnny Bianco and Snarl's general manager Hangman Tex Lynch, and we're just a few days away from the May Day Supercard on April 29th in Phoenix.
Which also means that tensions are running a little hot backstage with both the men's and ladies' locker rooms, with everyone keenly aware of what could happen on the 29th.
Well, yeah, you guys know the deal. Every time there's going to be some championships on the line in Supercard, everybody gets real intense. Well, everybody but me now that I'm retired.
We were both really touched that you've decided here in the booth is where you really want to be. Are you sure you won't regret this later?
Sick and tired of being knocked around, Johnny. But anyway, our first match, ladies tag action with Susie Nuclear Campbell and Jessica Cooper going up against the Disciples of Darkness.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring.
2/3 of the Team Nuclear trio here, with Pam Parsons hanging back tonight for this one, as Susie Campbell and Jay Coop get set to lock it up with Drew Draven and Selena Sheikah Balak's court, with both these teams on the low end of the Tag Team Championship picture, and both certainly wanting to advance past the other team.
No state secret whose side I'm on here. You guys know how I feel about Balak's goons, and the idea of the Disciples even as contenders to the ladies' tag titles, currently in the hands of American Powers, is just plain old vulgar to me.
And their opponents.
And Tex, before you even step to call me a horror bigot, it isn't about that. This little narrow judgment is based on their skill, and not their appearance. I just happen to believe that Drew and Selena aren't cut out to be tag team champions.
I can kind of see your point of view, Johnny. I mean, I look at Selena Sheikah and Drew Draven, too, and I kind of not seen them as ladies tag team championship material either. However, that is not going to stop them from trying their luck against Team Nuclear, and just between you and me, I don't see Team Nuclear failing here.
Anyone familiar with the methods of Balak's court knows the Disciples of Darkness will stop at nothing to win, and this match won't be any exception, guys.
It's going to be Jessica Cooper and Drew Draven starting us off in this ladies tag. Bell sounds, ladies come center ring, lock it up collar and elbow style, and Jessica Cooper pushing Drew Draven back into her own corner here. They are clinched and the referee's going to have to break them up. A clean break and a clothesline from Jessica Cooper. And Drew Draven rising quickly back to her feet, but Jessica Cooper right on top of the situation. Oh man, what a hellified slam right there. Jay Coop rounds Drew Draven up nice and slow. Oh, look at this, a pretty hard right hand right there. And she rounds Drew up again. Oh, Jessica Cooper. Whoa, nice neck breaker. Drew Draven lifts Jay Coop into the ropes and takes her down. follows it up with a stomp. Yep, the Disciples of Darkness. They are small but deadly. Petite but potentially hazardous. And in comes Selena Sheik. We're going to see us a little double team right here. Double axe handle onto the arm of Jay Coop. Now a Russian leg sweep from Selena Sheik. And Amanda Robinson. Loving what she's seeing right here, but not even a 1 count on Jessica Cooper here. As Selena steps out and tags in Drew Draven again. As Jay Coop gets back to her feet. And look at this. Oh, man. There's a little display of power right there from Jay Coop. Taking Drew Draven back down to the mat again. Rounds her up again nice and slow. And whoa, look at this. Drew Draven counters the whip. Has Jay Coop up in the corner. Sets herself up on the second rope. Man, rope-assisted DDT right there. And a hard kick to the midsection as Drew Draven rolls her over and goes for a pin. And not even just about a 1. Drew Draven rounds up Jessica Cooper again, but Jay Coop quick to counter. Drew Draven whips her into her own corner. And look at this, a blind tag from Susie Nuclear Campbell says, here, I'll take care of this situation for you. But Drew Draven whips Susie into the ropes. Oh, nice fireman's carry from Susie Campbell. Susie Nukes slams Drew Draven's head to the mat. Follows it up with a good stomp. Susie Nukes slams her down again. Nice spine buster, sit-out spine buster, beautifully done. Susie Campbell gets countered by Drew Draven with a hard right. And Susie gets whipped into the enemy corner, and in comes Selena Sheik, and here comes another double team. Another double axe handle onto the arm. Susie Campbell, who is quick with the counter, follows it up with a kick, and Selena Sheik down on the mat as Jay Coop gets tagged in again. Jessica Cooper whipping Selena Sheik to the corner. And Jay Coop just pitches Selena Sheik across the canvas. Rounds her up again. Oh, look at this. A little bit of aerobic style kicking right there, and follows it up with a nasty spin kick. Jessica Cooper. Ooh, spine buster. As Jay Coop steps out, and in comes Susie Nukes again. Susie Campbell, of course, a former women's international champion. And a ladies tag trio champion, too. Oh, man. Hard clothesline from Drew Draven. No, Selena Sheik, excuse me. And, Selena Sheik steps out, and in comes Drew Draven again. Susie Campbell gathers herself back up. Gets slammed back to the canvas again by Drew Draven. Drew rounds her up one more time. Oh, up over the shoulders here. Oh, man. Nasty slam face first as Drew goes for the cover and doesn't even get a 1. Not really. Ooh, a hard slap and a counter slap from Susie Nukes, and Susie Nukes rounds her up, but Drew Draven counters from behind. And now, whoa, beautifully done. Hate to give them credit for anything, but Drew Draven did execute a beautiful move right there. Drew rounds up Susie Campbell, misses with the clothesline, and Susie Campbell whips Drew into her own corner here. Oh, but Drew Draven quick with the escape, and Susie Campbell equally quick with the counter. And here comes a double team from Team Nuclear. Oh, man. Jay Coop drops the elbow. Follows it up with a drop kick. Drew Draven spending more than her share of time down on the mat here. Oh, hard shot. Oh, but Drew comes back with one of her own. Has Jay Coop up, but Jay Coop quick with the counter. Inverted DDT. Oh, wow, what a forearm from Drew Draven as Jay Coop steps out. And look at this, Amanda Robinson interceding in this situation right here. And they're just trying to stall her or something. Whoa, hold on a minute. Oh, a hard shot in the bell. Oh, the referee is calling for a disqualification here. What's the outcome? I'm not really sure right yet. But, yep, Team Nuclear wins this one by disqualification.
This referee not very tolerant of any kind of misconduct. disqualifies the Disciples for this outside interference by Amanda Robinson. And we'll be right back with our next match. Next up, Legends Division action, as Big Bob Duncum is set to go one-on-one with the Birdman himself, Coco Beware.
And of course, that's going to mean Dirty Dutch Mantail in Duncum's corner and the Junkyard Dog in Coco Beware's corner. Oh, I love me a good Legends match, don't you guys?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Dirty Dun Man Ted. And representing the Union from Amarillo, Texas, weighing in at 285 pounds, Big Bob Duncan.
Bobby Duncum along with Dirty Dutch Mantel. Without primetime Bobby Mills, the number 3 man in Dutch's unholy trinity. And while Duncum has scrapped with JYD before, I think it's his first one-on-one experience against Coco Beware. It's gonna be a tough one to call, as Duncum's got a pretty good size advantage over Coco. But the Birdmen sort for a wild card, and they can never know what sort of techniques he'll employ in any given match. Lots of guys, you know straight off, this man has these X amount of moves, and they never change up. But that's not Coco's style.
And his opponent, accompanied by JYD. And from Knoxville, Tennessee, weighing in at 228 pounds, KBW.
The fabulous Birdman Coco Beware and Junkyard Dog joining his tag team partner on the outside of the ring for this one-on-one between Coco and Duncum. Tell you one thing for sure though, this crowd here tonight in Tucson sure sounds like it's squarely behind the Birdman for this encounter.
Doesn't matter if you're loved or hated in the Legends division, these fans can do either one with terrific passion and commitment. And Coco Beware sure looks to be reaping the benefits.
Check out Junkyard Dog whipping up these fans. These guys are terrific.
And hey fans, stick with us this hour, cause just a little bit later, we'll be looking at just a few of the things happening at May Day on the 29th, Monday night, in Phoenix.
I gotta tell you, knowing that all I have to do from now on is be the Snarl General Manager and call these here matches from here on in, oh, what a relief it has been. Well, let's get at it. Bell rings, Coco. Oh, Bobby Duncum sets Coco up, but Coco with a quick counter. A little suplex of his own. And the Birdman. Whoa, man, Bobby Duncum. My back hurts. Oh, man, Coco with a quick, oh, look at this. A counter by Bobby Duncum into another pin. And Coco with a third pin. And only a 2 count there. And, well, that was pretty impressive right off the bat. Coco gets caught up in a hard shot by Big Bob Duncum. Coco Beware follows it up with a series of kicks. And the Birdman with an elbow to the face. And an arm drag from Big Bobby Duncum. Duncum got him up in the shoulders, but Coco counters and slams Bobby Duncum to the mat. And Dutch Mantel does not look happy with what he's seeing right here. Man. Birdman into a rear headlock. And he is cinching on it good. Bobby Duncum's going to have to find a way to fight his way out. And so far, he's not doing too good. Duncum slowly back to his feet here. Drives a couple of hard elbows into Coco's midsection. Has him up in a backbreaker. Across the knee. Now it's Coco on the mat with Bobby Duncum. Trying to assert control here. Duncum's got him up. And into a neck breaker. Oh, Coco's trying for a clothesline, but winds up getting hung up on the ropes. Bobby Duncum bounds off the ropes and, oh man, just drives his leg right into the back of Coco's neck. Oh, Coco Beware with a fast counter. Misses with the forearm, and Duncum makes him pay by pitching him out onto the floor. And out goes Bobby Duncum right after Coco. Coco Beware up. Whoa! Hard clothesline. It takes him down to the mat. Those mats out there on that floor are not given. Believe me. Coco with a counter and an inverted DDT right there. And takes himself back inside. That's probably smart. I don't think he could endure a sustained battle on the outside. Duncan goes right in after him. Coco, whip to the corner. He connected with that clothesline for sure. Big old leg drop. Coco be come on. Here comes Dutch Mantel. Decide to put his 2 cents in there. And the distraction, well, as usual, the distraction works a charm. Coco gets slammed face first to the mat, and now Bobby Duncan going for a cover. And Dutch Mantel produces a chair out of no place. Very, very convenient. Oh, man. Well, Coco Beware. No matter how you slice it, he looks like he's in a little bit of a spot right here. Flip over neck whip. And, Coco steps out a hot second. Gets himself back in. Gets his bearings back real quick. Look at this. Nice suplex from Coco Beware. Now Coco gets taken down by Bobby Duncan. Wish that referee get that damn chair the hell out of here. Duncan with a stomp to the arm and goes for the cover. Only one. Bobby Duncan figuring on what the hell he's got to do here to get this thing going. Rounds Coco back up. Has him up in the fireman's carry, and the referee finally getting that chair the hell out of here, but Coco counters with a nice DDT right there. And this he's gonna do it again. Now Dutch Mantel out there fiddling around with the turnbuckle, referee telling him leave that alone. Which means that Coco ain't gonna get his count here. Back body drop from Bobby Duncan. Coco picks him back up. And into a snap DDT right there. And he is going to drag Coco center ring here and try and go for another pin. Looking to leg this time. 1, 2, and only a 2. Coco hitting that shoulder up. Duncan rounds him up again. Whips Coco in the corner. Misses with a splash. Oh man, but countered by Bobby Duncan. Follows it up with an overhand. An elbow to the face. A sharp chop. Has him up. Scoop slams him. Sit out scoop slam. But Coco quickly back to his feet. How about that right there? But up into the fireman's carried one more time and dropped face first onto the canvas. Bobby Duncan's starting to look a little bit exasperated, wondering what he's got to do to put Coco away, and he looks like he is primed and ready to wrap this up here. Look over the shoulders again, but Coco with the inverted DDT says, nope, he ain't going to get me with that one. Now Coco Beware, standing by, ready to strike with something special here. He's got Duncan up over the shoulders. Oh man, beautiful sit out right there. And goes for the cover, and whoa, there's a nice cover here. 3, and that's all. Coco Beware, the Birdman, wins this one by pinfall over Bobby Duncan.
Here is your winner,
The Junkyard Dog with little how about that for the fans, a little how about give Coco Beware a hand. Pretty impressive win by the Birdman here over Big Bobby Duncan.
And would you just look at Dutch Mantel kicking a total fit here? It's obvious that he, at least, has deemed this match as an upset win for the Birdman. And he don't like it. Not even a little bit. Great win for Coco Beware in this Legends Division matchup.
Well, Tex, that's been a pair of great matches so far tonight. What other wonders have you got lined up for us going forward tonight? Or would this be telling?
Well, Wally, all I can really say is going to be a little bit of a mixed bag tonight. A little something for everybody, a little something from each division. And I'm telling you, all I know for sure is that tonight is going to be a terrific Snarl card. You wait and see.
You know how Danielle Heath toe-issued the challenge to Brandy Knox and the Bell Council and Rage last show, folks? Well, I see here, we're going to have a little update on where the situation between the Council and American Power stands, going into May Day on Monday night, and that will be coming up a little later in the show.
Well, that's right, Wally. It is the hottest situation going in the ladies division right now, and yeah, we're going to have us a little look at what's going on with all of that just a little later on. So, folks, please don't go away. We'll be back with a lot more RWL Snarl right after this.
And we'll be right back with our next match.
Up next, cruiserweight action with Logan Paul. Set to go in this non-title match with Snarl TV champ, lightning fast Tony Dangerous.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 205 pounds, Logan Paul!
I know you have a tendency to laugh about Logan's ring gear tech, but it doesn't take away from his in-ring performance. This is a guy who's got a better work ethic than some long-standing veterans, and that really says something about Logan Paul.
And you'll never hear me say different, Wally. He's got skill, he's got talent, and he does have a good work ethic. Unfortunately, he also looks like my grandmother's 1974 AMC Gremlin.
My dad drove an AMC Pacer back then. Best he could afford on a school teacher's salary. I hear they used to call them something weird, but I don't remember what it was.
Yes, Johnny, yes. American Motors Corporation. They used to call their cars Kenosha Cadillacs because they were built in Wisconsin.
And his opponent, accompanied by the All-American Hell Danielle, representing the League of Nations from Chroma City, weighing in at 185 pounds, the prestigious Alliance Television Champion, Lightning Tony Dangerous!
Tony Dangerous and Liberty Bell Danielle, the Legion of Liberty, ready, set, and primed for this non-title encounter against Logan Paul. And who can say which of them's gonna leave here with their hand raised as the winner?
Well, I'm not going to do any speculating. We'll just wait and see how it all turns out as the bell rings and they come center ring Logan Paul. Takes Tony Dangerous down right away. Oh, slams Tony Dangerous' head to the canvas here. Logan Paul starting out pretty aggressive. All the way up and up nice. Oh, look at this. Not just one, not just two. But Logan Paul going for a suplex trifecta. A nice step up, too. Wow. Man, my man Racing Stripes ain't doing too bad for himself right off the bat. And the Snarl Television Champion finding himself in a little bit. Man, look at him just sauntering around. Off the ropes, cross body, covers and hooks the leg here. One. Just one. No, he ain't gonna take Tony Dangerous down that quick. Nasty kick takes Tony down. Liberty Bell Danielle looking a little bit concerned out there on the outside. Logan Paul comes off the ropes and oh man, what a splash. Now, Tony finding himself at a decided disadvantage right away. And it repeats the splash a second time. Oh man, wow, this is just, poor Tony Dangerous. You know, he's a friend of mine and I hate to see him in this kind of a spot. This is not good. Tony rolling out onto the floor here. As Logan Paul just said he's going to try something a little high risk here, I suspect. And here we go over. Oh, man. Oh, man, Logan Paul, I'm telling you. Yep, his ring gear may not be the nicest, but he definitely got skill. Well, Tony Dangerous trying to put out Logan Paul's fire here. Yeah, he's gonna need a lot of water to do it. Oh man, you see that? Just rushing leg sweep him into the barricade. That was kind of cool. And whoop, up and over. Whoa, look at that. That was good. Man, he just laid Logan Paul out, man. Wow. And he rolls Logan Paul back inside. Racing Stripes now looking like he's in a bit of trouble here. Might be checkered flag time. Oh, wow. Glancing headbutt. That might have been enough. Covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2. One way or two, Logan Paul. him to make this interesting. Tony up and over again with that beautiful pin. Got both legs up there. 1, 2. And that, oh man, would you believe it?
Legion of Liberty with high fives all round as Tony Dangerous comes from far behind and promptly snatches the advantage, the momentum, and the 1-2-3 pinfall from Logan Paul in some pretty amazing time too.
Back after this break. Don't go away.
In keeping with the snarl tradition of the biggest stars in the hottest matches, how about this? Superstar Billy Graham in a non-title bout against United States and Southwestern champ Rod the Bod Whitley.
Last time we saw Whitley, he showed up without Bobby Heenan. And I've heard Whitley has left the Heenan family. Is that true, Tex? Or is it just fan speculation?
Shh, in a minute, Johnny, in a minute.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Hollywood Blondes from Paradise Valley, Arizona, weighing in at 275 pounds, Superstar Billy Graham!
I'll tell you guys all about it in a minute, but first, let's observe Superstar Billy Graham, one of the greatest of all time, championship caliber everywhere he's ever competed. And with the Grand Wizard at the ringside, well, you never know what's going to happen when Superstar Billy Graham's around.
The legendary Superstar Graham, who inspired the likes of Hulk Hogan and Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Yes, they took elements of Graham's style and persona, but the Superstar was the prototype, the man who did it all first.
And now coming down the ramp, the RWL United States champion and the Southwestern Regional champ, Rod the Bod Whitley.
265 pounds, the Southern Western National Champion and the United States Champion, Ron the Body Whitley.
And well, since his daughter Rosita of Next Gen is joining him at ringside, I guess the rumor about leading the Heenan family isn't a rumor at all then, huh?
Well, better let me read this prepared statement from Mr. Whitley himself and make all clear. Effective as of my winning of the Southwestern Championship, I have given notice to Bobby the Brain Heenan that I am leaving his stable. I thank Mr. Heenan for all he has done for me, and I wish him well in all his future endeavors.
Well, that seems pretty short, sweet, and to the point. But of course, I'd love to know what went on behind the scenes that led to the split. Rod has been part of the Heenan family for well over 10 years. You have to wonder why the sudden divestment.
Oh, guys, you know the legal eagle. He ain't talking, and his lips are sealed tighter than a hummingbird's tweet. We ain't gonna find out what the truth is until he decides it's time. Well, 2 big stars and one hell of a really exciting match. Well, sounds everybody comes center ring, collar and elbow tie up, and Superstar Graham has Whitley up right away, hangs him off the top of the rope, and he collapses to the canvas. The Grand Wizard of Wrestling out there in the back, watching his man do his thing. Ooh, clubbing blow puts Whitley back down on the mat. Superstar got him up. Short and sweet vertical suplex, straight and to the point. Rod Whitley slammed headfirst into the canvas. Oh man, basement dropkick from the Superstar. Now the Grand Wizard of Wrestling likes what he sees right here. As Whitley makes his way up on the apron and whoop, well, Superstar just got countered. And Rod Whitley makes his way back inside. And now, whoa, cravat suplex. Nobody does that cravat suplex quite like Rod Whitley. Follows it up with a basement dropkick of his own. And now Superstar Graham's the one with the problems. Whoa, shoulder tackled by the Superstar. And oh, look at the Grand Wizard. Up to his old tricks as usual. Well, Rod Whitley making his way back up to his feet here as Superstar Graham clubs him back down to the mat and the referee gets rid of that chair. Yeah, elbow to the gut from Rod Whitley on the Superstar, and here's a little suplex of mine, says Whitley to Graham. I can do that too. Locks it up. Liked it so much. Oh my, long vertical suplex, but Superstar Graham counters and escapes. A sleeper hold. Rod Whitley could have some serious problems here, but nope. Jawjacker forces the escape. Whitley has him up in the fireman's carry. Head first into the buckle. Little snake eyes action right there. It's Whitley. Look at this, the Wizard tosses him back inside. And, hard forearm from Rod. And the Wiz takes that turnbuckle, exposing the steel. Oh, the Grand Wizard of Wrestling's one of the dirtiest ones in the game, man. Superstar. With Whitley on the canvas. Clubbing, little double axe handle, takes him down to the canvas yet again. Well, liked it so much he did it again. Whoa, winds it up with a hellified elbow drop right on the neck of Rod Whitley. Now Graham, on a little pole, changes his mind about that top rope thing. Perhaps deciding high risk ain't the way to go. Whitley from behind escorts Graham back into the ring. They lock up. Superstar, countered with the Irish whip, winds up out on the apron himself, and Whitley tags him a beauty. Steps out on the apron himself, and this ain't gonna be good. Right on the lip of the ring right there. The Grand Wizard backing away. Wisely backing away, I think. Referee's count is in play, and Whitley locks Graham up into the steel steps. Oh, man. The Wizard now definitely concerned. Into the steel steps again, man. I think Graham made Whitley mad is what happened here. Graham gets rolled back inside. Rod Whitley follows him in himself. From behind. Inverted vertical suplex. That was kind of neat. Now Rod, dragging the Superstar center ring, and here goes the Wiz again with that turnbuckle, but it's too late. 1, 2, Graham manages to break the pin. Now Whitley with a knee to the head. The Superstar. Whitley with an arm breaker. And turns it into an arm bar here. Trying to get a tap out. Rosita, his daughter, over there cheering her dad on. Whitley signaling that this might be the end right here. Hard right. Now, Rod has him up. Smooth man just hung him off the rope, covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Man. Superstar Graham not willing to go down without a fight. Can't blame him. Rod Whitley opens up with a series of chops. Underhook suplex. Nicely done. The Wiz trying to... look at this, the Wizard. Definitely getting himself involved in the situation. He and Rod arguing back and forth. Man. And Graham from behind. The distraction. Successful. Rod trying to get back to his feet here. As Graham stomps on the chest of Rod Whitley. Superstar. Diving elbow drop right there. Another one. Tell you what, he's systematic, that's for sure. Graham doing his little bit of showing off as he does, and it is gonna cost him. He shouldn't have done it right then. Man, just whipped into the puck and rebounded out, and Rod going for the cover. 1, 2. Shut up. Rod Whitley wins this one by pinfall.
Whitley!
Whitley just exploding with his temper here on Superstar Graham, Rod perhaps feeling Graham was trying to take a little too much advantage, and damn sure showed him the error of his ways, wrapping this matchup in 6 minutes and change. And we'll be back with our next matchup when we return.
Well, me and Steve Groves over at Rage, we put our heads together to close the first hour with a champion versus champion tag team elimination match featuring the Snarl tag team champions, the Psychedelics, the Freak and the Wild Thing, going up against the new Rage tag team champions, Chris Wild and Jeff Fortune of Wild Fortune.
Sylvia Strong and the Snarl tag team champs, the Freak and the Wild Thing Wayne Tag, the Psychedelics, and wow, that really is a pretty hellified champion versus champion matchup tax. This doesn't have anything to do with the fact that you and T-Dog Tomasio lost the Rage tag belts, does it?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Silva Storm, at a combined weight of 539 pounds, the All-Star Television Tag Team Champions.
Oh, Wally. Oh, man. Oh, I don't even like the insinuation, man. These two teams went into this thing eyes wide open, ready, willing, and able to compete. This is not about punishing Wild Fortune. This is about elevating both these teams.
I think it's great that you're taking the loss so well, and that you've decided to dedicate all your time to being Snarl's GM and doing commentary with us. So you're really okay with Wild Fortune as new Rage tag champs after all.
I said it and meant it then, and I say it and mean it now, Johnny. I congratulate them. They did a great job. And I'm sure they're going to be terrific tag team champions. And I said, well, let's give them a really good match to get them started. And I couldn't think of a better one, so me and Steve put our heads together and came up with this.
A non-title match with a 20-minute time limit, requiring both members of a team to be eliminated by pin or submission to win. Hey, whoever does it will have earned a decisive victory.
Well, that was kind of the whole idea behind the match, Johnny. The idea that I'm punishing them. Wally, you kidding me? I came to them and said, hey, you guys want to do this match? And their eyes lit up like damn Christmas trees.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 432 pounds, the prestigious Honor Tag Team Champions.
Wild Fortune sure have been in celebration mode, and why not? It's their first tag team title run in 8 long years, and after years of trial and error, it's got to feel pretty good to Chris and Jeff. And it's got to be said, these two championship teams have never locked horns before, so on that basis alone, they've got my attention.
Well, sir, me and Steve certainly felt this would be a great way to close out the first hour of the show, and, well, yeah, I guess we weren't wrong. Tag Team Champion versus Champion Elimination with Wayne Tague and Chris Wild starting us off in this match. And here we go. Uh-oh. Well, referee got himself inadvertently involved, and Chris Wild takes advantage of the mistake. Going after Wayne Tague, and Tague countering back. Chris Wild countering back, and Tague countering back. Oh, this is going to be a good one, guys. Woohoo, look at this. Wild Thing. Chris Wild up slams him down. Sylvia Strong cheering the Wild Thing on here. Fouls it up with an elbow drop. And Chris Wild slams the Wild Thing face first down to the mat. Rounds him back up, a nasty chop, a hard right, another hard right, a kick and a punch, and whoa, he staggered the Wild Thing on that one. Whips Wayne Tague out onto the apron, and whoa, nice drop kick, takes the Wild Thing out onto the floor. Now, Chris Wild going after the Freak as well. Look at this right here, flips him down onto the floor. Oh man, Chris Wild firing on all the cylinders he's got, including some he hasn't even shown us yet. The Wild Thing coming in to help his partner, but Chris Wild not quite done yet. Vertical suplex on the Freak. Rounds him up again. Referee's count is still in play. You can lose by count out in this match. It is still possible. All right. And Chris Wild has the Freak up. Oh man, slams him face first down onto the floor. Referee telling Chris to get himself back in the ring here. Wayne Tague is still the legal man. He's just waiting. Chris Wild is doing all sorts of abuse to the Freak just for the sake of it. Wild Thing's seen enough. He's coming on out. And Chris Wild, oh man, a one-man army over here going after both members of the Psychedelics all on his own. Gotta be impressed with that kind of conduct. Oh man, he ain't even kidding. He's going after the Freak too. Now Wayne Tague takes a hard shot. Delivers a knee to the midsection. And pitches Chris Wild into the barricade. Oh man, the Wild Thing is mad. Look at this right here. And Chris Wild seems a little unbothered. Wow. Talk about putting up a display of defiance, huh? Wild Thing. Put a couple of rib breakers here and oh man. Wild Thing steps out and in comes the Freak, and he's gonna be looking for a little payback for all those escapades outside the ring. The Freak. Oh, nasty kick to the face. Oh wow, Chris Wild counters. And looks like he's going to let in Jeff Fortune for the first time in this one. Again, tag team elimination. Both members of the team got to be pinned or submit for this one to count. Out goes Jeff Fortune onto the floor the hard way, and the Freak follows him on out. And whoa, another nasty kick to the head. Now the Freak does not fool around, man, let me tell you. All right, whoa. Nice counter by Jeff. Rounds the Freak back up. Whoa, hard forearm. Drives Jeff Fortune into the barricade as the Freak decides to beat a hasty retreat. Believing the damage has already been done. Rolls himself back into the ring, and we are now just waiting for Jeff Fortune to get himself back inside. Now, I know the Freak must have stunned him pretty good, because he ain't moving. Well, the Snarl Tag Team Champions, they have proven themselves to be some serious competitors. Whoa. Oh, man. Freak trying to go after Jeff Fortune here, but Jeff, whoa, tried for a neck breaker and gets countered. Jeff Fortune counters. The Freak counters. Oh, wow, okay. Lock up. Freak with a hellified clothesline. Takes Jeff down to the mat. Rounds him back up again. Kick, a punch, another punch, and whoa. Man, just suplexed to hell. In comes the Wild Thing on the tag. And Jeff Fortune not doing too good for himself this evening. Chris Wild definitely the aggressor on his side. Wild Thing whips him onto the apron, delivers a right. Oh, here we go. Wild Thing out there on the apron with Jeff, and slams him into the lip of the ring here. Kind of stomps the knee out there on the floor, and that don't tickle. Wild Thing is going all kinds of off on Jeff Fortune. Oh man, slamming his head against the floor, man. Changed his mind. Oh, Jeff Fortune counters with a kick. And nobody's ready to go home yet, but y'all better hurry up. That referee is still counting. Jeff Fortune kind of poking fun at the Wild Thing. And whoa, did you see that? That was clear out of left field. Whoa. Jeff Fortune with a high-risk maneuver that pays off in spades, man. Fills it up with a neck breaker, puts him down on the floor. The Wild Thing is now in some serious trouble. Finds himself in a similar situation to what Jeff had a few moments ago. And Jeff Fortune not letting up here. Oh, man. Right into the barricade. Sylvia Strong, looking unperturbed, has the absolute blind faith confidence in her team. But that's how she is with all her teams. Now Wild Thing making his way back inside. As Jeff Fortune continues to show off, and counter by Jeff Fortune with an elbow to the face right there. And whoa, oh man, right knee into the gut. As Jeff Fortune steps out and lets Chris Wilde in. Oh, hard running forearm takes the Wild Thing down to the mat. Chris rounds him up again, misses with the chop, and Chris counters. And whoa, nice suplex right there. Wild Fortune, the new Rage Tag Team Champions, and I'll tell you, hey, we have T-Dog wrestlers, so we know they earned those titles. In comes Jeff Fortune off the tag. Wild Thing on the canvas. Jeff Fortune stalking him here. And whoa, hard running forearm that busts the Wild Thing open here. Oh, man. Well, here we go into a crossface, and we might see a submission here. Oh, man. And is he gonna tap? Referee watching the whole thing closely. But Wild Thing manages to escape. Now Wayne Teague slams face first into the mat by Jeff Fortune, who goes for the cover and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh man, no, that was damn close. Jeff knows it too. Fortune is pushed away by the Wild Thing, quickly back to his feet. Now Wild Thing rounds him up, locks him up, and is escorting him to his corner. Head first into the buckle. Oh, Jeff Fortune counters, and now it's Wild Thing. Oh, look at this blind tag from the Freaks. This surprise, surprise. Oh, not the size. Oh, man. Whipped into the buckle. He's going to wind up in that corner whether he likes it or not. Oh, Jeff Fortune again countering with an elbow and escaping the corner. The bad part of town, the Freak counters with an elbow of his own, goes behind. Oh, man. Has him up in the fireman's carry. Whoa, hellfire kicked on the side of the head. I know Jeff Fortune's seeing some lights right now. Off the ropes, whoa, hellified forearm by the Freak. Tags in the Wild Thing, Wayne Teague. Oh man, Jeff Fortune looking like he's reeling. Locks it up. Fortune whipped into the corner. Now the Wild Thing with elbows to the side of the head. Oh man, his brain's really scrambled. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, oh man. Jeff Fortune escaped on his own, even if Chris Wilde didn't manage to make the rescue. Now the Freak on the outside. Chris Wilde. Jeff Fortune on the inside. With the Wild Thing. Oh, knee to the gut. Oh, look at this. Long and death grip. Oh man, he's gonna try and choke Jeff Fortune out. Oh man, meanwhile the Freak, Chris Wilde out there duking it out on the outside. Oh man. Somehow, Jeff Fortune escapes, takes the Wild Thing down to the floor. Now follows it up with a series of hard rights. Meanwhile, Chris and the Freak still on the outside duking it out. Oh, takedown from the Wild Thing. Now Jeff up slowly. Oh, arm breaker. Rounds him up again. Oh man, the Freak is going to town on Chris Wilde here. Just taking his time torturing the arm and shoulder area. Chris Wilde tries some knees into the back. Look at this. Look at this right here. Tombstone pile driver. Are you kidding me? Shut up. Chris Wilde out. Oh. Now, that camel clutch just wearing him out. I mean, and the referee's still counting, so it's all good. Crashes into the barricade, does Chris Wilde. Wild thing steps back inside. Talking trash. Chris Wilde. Referee still counting. Chris Wilde still reeling. The Freak still waiting. And Sylvia Strong still admiring the whole thing. Chris Wilde regains his senses. The Wild thing steps back out. Whoa! And gate slam. Face first onto the floor. Oh, elbow to the side of the head from the Wild thing. Chris Wilde across the ring, across the floor. Rounds him up. Short arm clothesline. Steps over, picks him up. Second short arm clothesline. And the Wild thing. Nailing the big three, the trifecta. And Wild thing in control of Chris Wilde here. Oh, belly to belly suplex. Beautifully done. Wild thing's got him up. Throws him across the floor, almost into the unforgiving steel steps. Wild thing. Absolutely 100% in control of Chris Wilde here. Jeff Fortune has already been eliminated by pinfall. Now Chris Wilde is busted open at the hands of the Wild thing. Follows it up with a stomp to the arm. And right back on with those hard right hands. Man, oh man, the Freak and the Wild thing are definitely on fire right here. As Wild thing throws Chris Wilde across the floor and onto the floor again. Oh my goodness! Whoa! Follows it up with another stomp. Referee is still counting, and that count is getting up there. Chris into the barricade, stunned. Referee counting. We're almost there. Chris need to get his senses back, or it's too late. That's it. That's all. The Psychedelics win this elimination tag match.
Here are your winners!
Wild Thing busted up, bleeding like crazy, but Wayne Page picking up the win for the Psychedelics, with Jeff Fortune eliminated by pin, and Chris Wilde by way of a count out, and these teams just about burning the 20-minute time limit in this one. What a stellar performance by the Psychedelics.
The Psychedelics turning in another amazing matchup, and these guys seem to be really good at turning in some seriously amazing matches. This one reminding me of that awesome match they had late last year against the Sectarians. The Freak and Wayne Tag sure showing off their skills tonight.
Okay, with the first hour in the books, we invite you to stay with us, and we'll be right back with the second hour of tonight's Rwl Sn Rl. And we'll be right back with our next match.
Rwl представляет первомайскую суперкарту в понедельник, 29 апреля на YouTube-канале Rwl.